if ye endure chastening, Yahweh deals with you as with sons.
Right, if you endure the chastisement, meaning you have to get through it and maintain of the the holy principles, which is doing this work. But believe in Yahweh Shai, coupled with your works. You have to have that mindset no matter what position that you're in, man, and always be circumspect. Make smart moves that don't end up to where the decision you make is to your detriment in the faith, man. Because you're supposed to remain sound and solid in your decision making no matter what situation plays out. Family issues, money issues, all these different things. Even let's just say issues in the body, you get rebuked or brothers going off, you get mistreated and shit like that. Your name gets talked bad about. Let's say it's not even for a proper reason. You still got to maintain. You still got to maintain your integrity no matter what. Think of Job. We was just reading out the book of Job. He lost everything. He lost his children died. His wife left him. His physical health drained away because he ended up getting sores all through his body. He had to use a fucking cracked pot to scratch his body, man. So you can imagine he probably smelt. He had multitudes of cattle. Through a whirlwind came and killed all those cattle, man. So he ended up with nothing at all. But he still never charged the Most High with Father. Now, was he depressed? Yeah. Was he, sorrowful and crying? Yeah, he was, but he maintained. He never gave up on the Most High. And then the Most High restored him in the time that he seen fit, and he got everything back.
That's right.
And that's how the situation plays out for the elect. As you come into the faith, you lose certain things. You lose all. You may lose all of the above, but then it's to the point like, if you endure, like Yahweh Shai said, you're going to receive tenfold in the kingdom.
That's right.
That's where we look to get certain things granted to us. You know what I'm saying? Because in this world, we don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't got to be over righteous with it and expect to be like a hermit. You know what I'm saying? Like you like a bum with like your underwear hanging off your ass and shit. So
right.
if you want certain things, like say brothers got a business, you got a good job, you got a woman, that's fine if you seek out those things, but you got to understand where your heart is supposed to be is in this knowledge. First and foremost, having that spiritual connection with the Most High, setting up prayers of forgiveness and repentance and thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Continually doing this work and make time out for that, and then dive into those other things that you may need to do to maintain in the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we need money to come out and do this work. The cameras ain't free. The internet's not free. Our phone's not free. The apocryphas we got, the Bibles we got ain't free. Clothes that we need to come out in the winter, all that shit ain't free. So you need money to do those things. Go and get the fucking money, but don't have your heart in those things, man. Understand what it's for. Those things are for to maintain the state of being, so you can continue to be and push this work, man. It's not to be, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a trip to Jamaica. I'm gonna be out here popping bottles with the bitches. Nah, bro. That's not where it's at. We live humble lives, and the extra shit that we do get, we most so want to have that towards the Akim. Like, damn, I'm gonna help brothers out in situations or this or that. That's the type of integrity you gotta have, man. You see what I'm saying? Because our mission is what? Get the fuck out of here, okay?
That's right.
Not to be tarrying in this fucking place.
That's why Job didn't curse the Most High at all. His wife did, but Job did it. And brothers, you got to understand something. Job caught all that hell, but he was an upright man. He did no sin. He was a perfect and upright man. What Yahweh says. Yeah. But Yahweh just put all that on him, just to prove that he is that man. He had faith in Job. Said, hey, this is my guy. And Satan said, hey, well, that's because you spoiled him. So let me take everything he got. Let me see if he's really going to be your guy. And he passed. Now, Job went through all that shit, and he did nothing wrong. You shouldn't have no problem catching hell.
Right.
Because we did wrong.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
We did wrong, and yet the Lord chastened us, and He still chastens us, and He chastens because He loves us. But you should be willing to endure even more because we actually did things that's worthy of death. You know? A lot of us are under grace, and we're extremely thankful and grateful that the Lord has had mercy on us to even bless us with this truth and not just be out here being a two-third nigga that doesn't even have any type of concern or care about Yahweh Shabbat Shalom.
That's right.
So when you catch the hell, like the brother said, hey, look, you gotta love the hell that you catch. You gotta embrace it, because one thing, you do deserve it. You deserve it, but also it builds you up, and it's to try you as gold to make you make
fire.
it.
Yeah, tries you as gold in the fire, like the scriptures say.
God.
We're being made into that fine gold. So all these adversities that we may have, man. I mean, you got mornings, brothers don't even feel like getting out of bed. Brother be so tired. Brother be tired in the body. Brother sick, man. Brother got back issues, man. Brother's got issues that, you know what I'm saying, that they don't even know what the real cause is, because they ain't even go to the doctor. But they're like, fuck it, I'm just endure. You know what I'm saying? And brothers, if you got bodily problems, man, deal with the herbs, man. Don't avoid the herbs. You know what I'm saying? Take the herbs with faith and pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He have mercy to heal you, and then he'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to have the mindset like, okay, I'm gonna just eat McDonald's and Burger King every day and pray over it, and then hopefully whatever's going on with me. Nah, you have to be wise, man. You have to, because there are tools around you to put you in a better position. You see what I'm saying? There are things you can get into to ease your affliction, so to speak, and have faith with it, you know, and put it in the Most High's hands. You see what I'm saying? That's where maturity comes into place, because the Most High, I mean, He can and He will sometimes intervene directly, but you're supposed to make wise decisions with the things you say, the things you do, to be able to put yourself in a good position, man. You see what I'm saying? So keep reading in Job 5. It's Job 5:19 says, He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. See? And the evils it's talking about is the evils that the Lord is going to unleash on these people. Like it mentioned in the book of Sirach 39, the sword. Right? The sword being Esau. So you're going to have where brothers escape for Esau coming. Go people in martial law, internment camps, or let's just say they just gun down everybody in the apartment building. You may be like the only one that escaped that, and then just end up, you know, hey, you may get spiritual powers and fly out of that bitch, or teleport, or just run out, escape, hop in a whip, dip out, in whatever situation. These are 7 evils, or 6 troubles, it says, that's going to come on the earth, but yet make it to where those that believe Him escape out of that, man. That's heavy, man. Hey, because you know what? The thing about it is, this judgment is going to be so heavy and widespread that you would think nobody could get delivered out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures go into how 10,000 shall fall by thy right in the book of Psalms. So it's like, damn, is this shit going to get me? But you can't have that mindset. You got to be confident, bold, like, nah, Most High got me. And that's the thing about it, brothers, when you, because see, a lot of the hell that we may experience when the Most High brings you low, you're going through problems and trouble, it will make you doubt whether or not the Most High is with you. Like, Lord, why are you testing me like this? Like, don't you want me to be in an easier position so I can serve you? But no. The Most High want to test you, bring you low, and in that lowest state, He still want to see you serving Him. He still want to see you moving forward and getting your ass out here to camp, man, or doing videos, or studying. No, you know what? I know you. I know. I just had you lose your job, but you know what? You still go out and go home and study. Be at home studying while you're not at work. And I'll work it out to where a couple weeks from now you get a new job. But right now, hold it down. Or let's just say your woman step out. Yeah, I know she fucking left you and shit, but you still maintain. And I'll give you a new bitch a couple weeks. Or I'll give you the strength to go at it alone. I'll give you the strength to gird up yourself eventually to where you don't even care no more. You see what I'm saying? This is what the Most High can do, but he puts you in these low positions so that it's just all a test. Because like they say, when you break a bone and stuff like that, when your fibers get broken down, let's say you lifting weights, they get broken down, but they build themselves up back stronger. So it's same thing. It's a similar thing with these spiritual fucking turmoils that we go through. It's like your spirit is being broken and fractured, but then it's getting built back up more solid, man.
That's right.
So I'm gonna keep reading. It says, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine, the brother's live right now too. It says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge. Well, it says, Salaki, I'm gonna go back on that verse. It says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. You can break that down, bro.
God. So in famine, it says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death. Okay, so in a time of affliction, no matter the hell that you face, you have to always keep in the back of your mind, hey, I'm finna get up out of here. The Lord's going to redeem you from death. The scriptures also say that there shall be some that shall not taste of death. You know, but in the midst of something so terrible, you know, you got to expect to be able to endure and push through it no matter what. You know, brothers talk about, you know, getting chastened. That's going to be part of the chastening too. It's not going to be an easy walk, man. Jacob's trouble is called Jacob's trouble for a reason. It's going to be a very troublesome time. You're going to see people that you know and love starving to death, man. You know, you're going to be feeling like you might starve to death. But ultimately, the scriptures say what? My servant shall eat, my servant shall drink, and my servant shall rejoice. So rejoice that you're going to, that just by being in that situation in the first place and seeing all that in a mass scale in the first place means what? Deliverance is on the way. You just got to ride it out, man. You know? But you got any more on that one?
Yes. It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. So it said, we're not going to be afraid. So another thing that was popped in my mind is for you brothers out there going through hell, man. Keep it in your mind that the Most High is with you. You have to say that to yourself, because the demons are just your lack of faith, or let's say your weakness or whatever, may tell you like, damn, is the Most High with me? Yes, bro. Yes, the Most High is with you, bro. You a brother that's been enduring this faith. Let's just say it's not even that long. Let's just say it's a couple months you in this thing and you already catching hell. You like, damn, Lord, I just came to serve and I'm already losing this or losing that. But bro, understand the Most High is with you, bro. You gotta understand that. And I'm telling myself this, like, you know, I'll go through my situation. I went through a major situation that the Lord raised me out of. But I think like, hey, how about Shem Yahushua still with me? Because I still believe in his name. Still have his name. I still pray to him at night. You know what I'm saying? And as a spiritual testimony, you know, just to share this, like, I've been going through a lot of hell. But this was the other day. I think this might have been Sunday night. You know, and I sometimes, like we say, brothers fall into their doubts. You ask where the Most High is with you, you know. You may not be doing as many videos at the current time. You're like, fuck, what's going on with me? But like, this was at nighttime, and I've been kind of in a reflective mood at nighttime to where I've been able to sleep, but it's not like I've been trying to sleep. I've just been thinking about it a lot and meditating, right? So come Sunday night, I just felt like a spirit overcome me, but this was like a heavenly spirit. This is like a Holy Spirit, man. To where like the Most High was telling me like, I'm with you. I'm comforted you. And it was nothing that I could see, but I felt like there was just angels around me supporting me. Like, brother, just keep going. And I felt joy. I felt bliss. Like I haven't felt ever in the truth, man. So that's one thing, but let's just say you a brother that ain't experienced that. You only know that bitter side right now. Know the Most High is with you, like I say, man. Because even Yahushua, he was on that cross. He was in the Garden of Gethsemane. But through all that stuff that happened to him, he was, Most High was with him, man. He was with him and he was walking with him. You see? He said at one statement, he said, Yahweh Shai said, Lord, why hast thou forsaken me? That's heavy, man. Because he was on the cross and he felt the presence of Yahweh leave him for a moment. And the reason why I left, because all the sins of Israel was placed on Yahweh Shai when he was on the cross. Because at that moment, his death released those sins and absolved Israel of all the transgressions that we had committed against him. So as Yahweh Shai was on the cross, he took upon those sins and he felt the presence leave him. To the point where then, before he died, he said, Father, to my hands I command my spirit. And he went to the spirit world. And from then he was in the spirit world for a moment, and then he came back into flesh. He came back into flesh for 40 days and 40 nights and supped with the apostles. Because he still had the holes in his hands from the crucifixion. Because Thomas doubted and said, well, I won't believe it's you, Lord, and da-da-da-da-da. And the Lord lifted up his hands and showed him the holes from the cross, right? But then from that point of supping with the apostles and giving them breakdowns that he never gave him before, he went to the spirit world. The angels came and lifted him up on the chariot, which would be a so-called UFO. Mr. Ronald Dalton, who's saying that the UFOs aren't, or the chariots in the Bible, they're not UFOs and blah, 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 whatever. But, that's what happened. It's a lot. I'm kind of going off on that kind of tirade about what happened with Yahweh Shai, but it's just the spirit. And that's just to show you that through the ups and downs we experience, the Most High is working a great work in his righteous, because that's how the Most High separates us from the rest. It's like, damn, they get chastised so much, go through so much, but we still have what? Faith.
That's right. We
still believe. Without faith, it is impossible to please him. You understand? If we're called as servants of Yahweh, while Yahweh Shai, what's our duty? To please him, to please our master. And we please our master through constantly having faith in him, man. Okay?
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 118, verse 18. Yahweh hath chastened me sore, but have not given me over unto death.
Woo! Chastened me sore, but not giving me over unto death.
Says,
literal death in some cases, and the most, the one that matters the most is the spiritual death. Because some guys have died a spiritual death from being chastised and they give up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they give up. They actually say, "Oh, there is no God." And they out of there.
Yep.
And you don't want to be in that mentality, man.
Yeah, like you got some so-called Puerto Rican dude, which he does dealings. I think he had done videos in vocab alone or something. And he's now an atheist, man. Like you spiritually dead, dude.
Yeah.
Spiritually dead, because the scriptures tell you how he that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So you dead, bro. You like the ultimate form of dead, because you got like Egyptology dead or Christian dead, but an atheist dead. Like you a real unspiritual fuck. You a real carnal dude. You a person that only believes in what he sees and what he feels and tastes and touches and hears is real. You a carnal person, or what he feels. Carnal motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's a philosophy that comes really mainly from the so-called white man, because his whole science, so-called, was predicated on secularism, which is separating spirituality and things of the Bible from what they call as facts. That's why they had to come with an origin of the universe, which says the Most High never created the universe. It was just a happenstance that they call the Big Bang. Get the fuck out of here, man. So you an atheist as a so-called Negro, Hispanic, or Native American, man, you a bug out, man. You was fucking out your damn mind. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's right. This is verse 19, Psalms 118, verse 19. Open to me the gates of righteousness. I will go into them, and I will praise the Lord. This gate of Yahweh, into which the righteous shall enter. I will praise thee, for thou hast heard me, and art become my salvation.
Right, art become my salvation. Because the Lord will become our salvation when we actually, Lord willing, get on those chariots and make it the fuck out of here, bro. Because that's what it's all boiling down to. That's what we want. Because we speak about the sufferings and the hell, right? Well, we don't want to go through this shit. Who wants to be chastised in the flesh to the point of like having cancer or fatigued, tired, or just emotionally unstable? Like you got that like irritated spirit, like you angry. That shit weighs you down, man. Who the fuck wants to be like that all day? I know I don't, but we still experience that shit because of where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Because the kingdom, how the kingdom is described. Matter of fact, can you find that, brother, in the book of Revelation, how it goes into the Most High shall wipe away all tears?
Okay.
If you just, I think if you go to the blue letter and you type in tears, it should pop up in the book of Revelation.
Okay.
Most High is gonna wipe away our tears, bro.
This is Revelation 21, verse 4. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears.
Matter of fact, read a couple verses up, because I believe it goes into the Lamb and the salvation. Because we just read the precept in Psalms, how it says the Lord is become our salvation. So this is the aftermath of salvation.
This is Revelation 21, verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Right, a new heaven and a new earth, which means a refreshed earth. Because this earth, as we see it, it goes into it in Esdras, it's degraded. Esau done fracked up the oil, messed up the tectonic plates. You got certain animal species which are almost extinct, which we know there's no end to any of the beasts. So a lot of the beasts which Esau have hunted to what they say extinction, the Most High got them hidden somewhere. But the mere fact that you depleted their numbers so bad that you can't even find them no more, it's like, damn, what the fuck?
God.
And if you even look that up, like extinct species, if you look up for the past 500 years, right, the most that has happened is just in the past about 100, 150 years. Why? Because Esau's poaching, like you mentioned in that movie. He's poaching the lions. He's poaching wildlife. He has injurious business practices to where a lot of these factories are causing pollution. The military-industrial complex, which they call, is the #1 polluter of the earth, putting all types of fuel in the seas, killing wildlife, disrupting, because look, the radars and sonar that submarines operate off of, that disrupts the communication between animals under the sea, because they use echolocation. Dolphins use echolocation. Whales use echolocation. Those clicks that they use, like those little clicks, that's to actually maneuver in the sea. To the point where you got dolphins that can't even hunt schools of fish because they can't communicate with each other to hunt. Do you see what I mean? This whole entire planet Earth is broken down. It's broken down and it needs restoration. Okay? And a lot of you goofy ass people, see, you don't even understand how deplorable of a situation that we're in. You know, they got these people walking around, they family like everything is all good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't all good, man.
Right.
This shit is fucked up. This shit is beyond fucked up. And if it continues on, it'll be just complete decimation to the earth. You see? So a new heaven and new earth where water is fucking water again, where air is air again, where food is food again, Where animals are animals again. Where women are women again, bro. Where money is money again. Ain't no goddamn fiat currency. We're gonna use gold and silver. Where fucking love is love. You can love on your brother again. You know what I'm saying? It's like you walk around Jake or whatever, like a lot of these niggas in the hood and so forth, like you can't even like say what's up to a nigga, man.
Right.
And that, you know, we do say fuck you niggas. We don't really care about you like that because you are the 2/3. But I mean, just that mere fact, you know, who really wants to live like that in enmity with your brother? Because if you ask me, I'd rather it be to where every Israelite, we can communicate with each other and love each other. Because that's really how it's supposed to be. I wish it could be like that. You know what I'm saying? You think we just want to be like fuck Jake? We say that because you're wicked. But we would much rather our people be righteous so we can have that charity among the nation. But we pour that love into the brotherhood, man. You know what I'm saying? So all that this newness which the scriptures prescribe is much needed, man. It's much needed. Much needed. Like we talk about, like I've made the statement about food being food. Well, because food is not treated properly, because there's a lot of GMO, there's a lot of chemicals and processing where they add stuff to food, well, that's causing a lot of sickness. So just by the mere fact of food being food again, that's going to heal the people's bodies and minds. You know what I'm saying? That's going to heal the people, man. You need that, bro. Go ahead on that, Revelation.
It says, Revelation 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and new earth, and for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea.
Yeah, the first heaven and first earth represent this system that Esau set up. Cars running off gasoline, diesel fuel, all that shit about to be out of here, man. Women dressing provocative. Got this stupid ass dyed hair. That's gonna be over with. Go ahead, bro.
God. And it says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Right, New Jerusalem, that represents Israel, which would be the elect that gets saved from the different corners of heaven, right? Because basically what's going to happen from the point of there being the chariots coming in, saving brothers up, saving brothers and sisters and certain children even, sending you up, whereas there's going to be a point where we come down. See? So that's what John's seen. He's seen the point of after deliverance where you come down and then partake in the holy kingdom. See? And really, from the point of coming down off the chariots and so forth, it ain't going to be over. The bloodshed is just going to begin. Because that's when we're going to have to go about enslaving you heathens. So yes, for all you people out there that, oh, well, the Gentiles, we're going to tell you about the Gentiles, all right? Gentiles going into hardcore slavery. Thus saith the Lord. And if you could skip over real quick, bro, we're going to go right back to that. We'll go to, matter of fact, I'll get it, bro. I know your hand's cool.
God.
Let me go to it for you. This is the book of Revelation 13 in verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So that's what the saints are. That's what we're going to come down and do, man. Kill people with the sword who killed our people with the sword, namely like the elites. Like the elites going to be in the bunkers and then they're going to go into slavery. But certain of their like troops that may come in, like they got like a super soldier, he might try to run up, get his ass dealt with, man. He try to run up on some super soldier shit, jacked up, get hit with a blast, brother, just hit him. hit his ass with Kamehameha. His ass turned into dust.
Yep.
Like Nappa did off of Dragon Ball Z. Like when Nappa ran up a little bald head sand.
God.
I think Goku erased his ass with like a Kamehameha or some shit, man.
God.
That nigga turned into dust. Like that shit be funny too. That's what happened. Hey, I think there's a scripture that goes into that, how the enemies are gonna be like dust on the soles of thy feet.
God, I get that.
Matter of fact, bro, you just go back to Revelations. I'll get that precept we're talking about.
God. So Revelation 21:3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, "Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them, and be their God."
Right, so Yahweh Bashim Shah is going to be with us and be our God. And that's a heavy statement because really of who the Most High is and what he can do. He's the everlasting power. He's the creator. He's the benevolent. He's the one that can give you all your desires, so to speak. So the mere fact that he's our God, again, which he never stopped being our God, but it's like saying like, okay, you know how you may be messing around with a chick, change the battery pack. Oh shit, that. And it's probably due to. Do we got a backup battery, bro? Do you know?
I don't know.
All right, well, you know what? I might have to just.
It's probably that cold as fucking.
Yeah, it's the cold, bro. I'll just we could just read the rest of that precept in Revelation and close out.
God.
That's all good. So read yours. And I was gonna say from that point, like when you messing with a female, what's going on, man? When you messing with a female, like they say, you just messing with her, but then it becomes official, and you got a title, whether she's your wife and the husband and all that, you know. So read the rest of Revelation. We can close out.
It says, verse 4, "And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death."
No more death, meaning all Israelites are going to live forever. We're going to be gods on the earth. Go ahead.
"Neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain."
No more pain. And we experience pain. So imagine that. No more pain. No more like, you know what I'm saying, lips being all crusty, that should be hurting. None of that. From the minute to the worst pain. No broken bones. None of that. Go ahead, bro.
No heartbreaks either, man.
No heartbreaks.
No devastation. None of that. It says, "Neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." And it says, "And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful."
Ooh, so, hey, that's super powerful. That's the kingdom we're looking forward to. Hopefully, you brothers have been edified. Most High is going to restore us and put us in a better position as Yashar Allah, the princes of the Most High. So all praise goes to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
And Shalom to you, Aki.
Shalom.